Good morning, everyone. So I'm going to go over our final math lesson in chapter 13. And we did real graphs yesterday. Today we're working with picture graphs. So let's watch this video.
Here are some shapes. How can you group them?
All right, think about it. You can group them by shape or by color. Nicely done.
There are blue shapes and orange shapes. Let's draw a picture graph of the shapes. Why does this graph need 2 rows?
Because there's two kinds of shape. There's orange shapes and blue shapes.
It needs 1 row for each color. What pictures go in the rows?
The ones that match the labels.
1 row shows orange shapes and the other row shows blue shapes. The girl draws pictures of the shapes on the graph. Why are the first 3 shapes in the orange row shaded? They are shaded to show there are 3 orange shapes. How many shapes in the blue row should be shaded?
2. Good.
2 shapes in the blue row should be shaded. Let's check the drawing to see if the graph is correct. Let's put the shapes on the graph. The shapes exactly match the pictures on the graph. The graph was made correctly. You have learned to make a picture graph of real shapes.
Very nice, folks. All right, let's follow me over to the math mat and we'll get started. All right, so here's our math mat for today. What we're doing is you unfortunately do not have the shapes at your house. If you do, that's really great, but I don't think you do. What you're going to have to do is probably draw a picture for how many shapes you do. So you could draw some blue squares and some orange squares and some blue rhombuses. And then you could draw some green triangles and some red trapezoids and then count how many of each you drew and then fill in the graph. Like right here, it actually filled it in. So you should use 1, 2, 3 orange squares because that's what they want you to use from the beginning. Otherwise, an activity you could do is to have 3 small toy animals in a row and then 2 small toy people in another row on a sheet of paper. And ask your child or ask yourself to tell you which one has more toys and explain how you know. So if you put 3 stuffed toy animals and 2 toy people, which one has more? All right. If you're able to do this, that's fine. If you're not able because you don't have these shapes, that's okay also. Let's go to the middle. All right, in the middle, what you're supposed to do is look at the objects that are drawn and then color a picture in the graph for each object. Then count how many of each object there is and circle the one that has more. So for example, right here, I'll pull up my pen. I'm going to use a pink pen today. If I count the hats, these are the hats, and I count 1, 2, I'm going to fill in 1, 2 boxes. And then if I count the balloons, I'm going to use a different color for the balloons. Let's use blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. I count 1. I count in 4, so I have to fill in 4 boxes. 2, 3, 4. I'm sure all of you will do much better coloring than I am able to do on this computer. All right, so I had 2 hats and 4 balloons. Which one had more? You're right, it's the 4 balloons, so I'm going to circle it right there. You're going to do that same thing for number 2, and that same thing for number 3, and the same thing for number 4, but be careful because number 4 has 1, 2, 3 options instead of just 2 options. All right, folks, good luck. Bye.